Welcome friends of Wild Rift. Today we are going to take a closer look at the WCS Grand Finals in the Philippines. This series is going to showcase what a powerful pick Jayce is, especially in the hands of RRQ Devil J. Without any worry in the world, he chose this champion as the very first pick in Game 4's draft, and you're going to see very soon why. If you want to know more about Jayce and play him like Devil J does, you're in the perfect spot, as you're going to learn about how to win lane as Jayce, the best way to handle minion waves, how to adapt your build like a pro player, and how to wield Jayce as a weapon that combines precise inputs and combos alike to obliterate anything in his way. During the laning phase, you'll notice that Devil J's Jayce is an absolute bully when it comes to dealing with FLA's Arisen's set. Not a single shred of fear or doubt clouds Devil J's judgment as he's trying to take position in the closest lane brush towards Arisen's T1 tower. In doing so, his goal is to abuse the powerful lane of Jayce and make sure that FLA's Baron laner has no chance of gaining any agency. To his surprise though, Arisen was waiting for his arrival and a heated 1v1 unfolds. Let's break it down for you so you can play it like Devil J does. First, let's talk about Jayce's abilities. Compared to the other champions, Jayce doesn't have a typical ultimate ability. In his case, it's an ability that he has access to starting level 1 without assigning any points to it. In addition to that, allocating any skill point will grant you the other form's equivalent of that ability you have skilled. So if you skill your first ability in the ranged form, you'll automatically gain access to the melee form's first ability upon changing forms. Worthy of note, they have separate cooldowns as well. After every swap, the first attack is going to be empowered, and you'll get some other nice benefits from it, which impacted this brief 1v1 immensely. Devil J's first attack from the ranged form deals bonus damage and reduces the target's magic resist and armor for 5 seconds. Note how Devil J attacks first and then casts his first ability for more damage. Then, upon swapping forms, there's a little trick that not many know about. Your first attack in the melee form serves as a specific way to cancel and hide an auto attack in your first ability's animation. All you have to do is input the attack command, and as soon as you do that, you can cast your melee form's first ability. You'll see that you'll deal extra damage from an auto attack you never actually finished. Adding to that, Devil J knows about the other benefits of the melee form. You gain bonus attack speed, armor, and magic resist, which directly translates into the following. If you are stuck fighting in melee range, you should follow Devil J's steps and use your melee form's benefits for exactly that. Next, take note of his spacing. Every auto attack has a small cooldown before you can attack again. In this downtime, Devil J is continuously trying to gain distance from Arisen's set by kiting towards his own tower. This is safety and a bait at the same time, as Arisen has to make a choice. Commit for the play or lose your agency in lane. As Devil J is kiting backwards, his range form's cooldown is slowly coming back, and once that happens and Arisen didn't kill Devil J yet, it's over. First it looked like Devil J was Arisen's prey, but the tables have turned and Arisen is hunted down. Devil J buffers his first ability with a flash to reduce the possible reaction time by Arisen, and it's first blood for RRQ. Now, all that's left to do is to immediately push the wave, reset, and buy your Phage. Facing Domang's Sin and Arisen's beefy set, Devil J identified correctly that he needs to be tankier and therefore chooses to buy the Phage. While already being on the winning end of laning, Devil J and Chaz choose to punish Arisen even more. Take a good look what is shown on the screen. We see a single cannon minion and new waves are walking into the lane. With Chaz's Irelia around killing the Scuttle Crab and forcing Domang to play on the other side of the map, Arisen is left out to dry. His wave is slow pushing into Devil J and Arisen is recalling. This is going to be expensive for him. If you take a good look at the minimap, you're going to see that Devil J isn't touching that wave. He's only last hitting the minions as they're about to die to his own minions. More than that, Devil J is reinforcing this critical lane state by stopping Arisen's entry to lane. He's not allowed to gain any XP or gold without any type of assistance, and therefore someone needs to come and save him, which makes other members on the map more vulnerable. This little trick allowed Devil J to deny over 425 gold from Arisen, and more than that, a level worth of XP, as Devil J still has to deal with a massive wave. In a series of back and forth skirmishes, Devil J's team RRQ prevailed, and this put him into the pole position to carry the game in the following place. To make sure you'll always end up on top, here's something that every Jayce player should carefully consider. Don't just leap into the enemy team all the time. Sit back, assess the situation. Familiarize yourself with the factors at play and then choose the most optimal form, which for the Muramana Jayce is most of the time his cannon form, that only changes once he's able to quickly eliminate the closest threat within an instant. Keep your cool, and playing Jayce like Devil Jay will be one step closer. With 4 items in his inventory, Devil Jay makes his way towards the enemy base. Following him are his teammates Chaz, Exosen, Helios, and Marky. With Domeng, Danny, Ryzen, and Rafe spotted on the mid lane wave, it's time for Chaz to go for an all-in as Ryze overstayed his welcome. As Chaz's Vanguard's Edge connects to Ryze Diana, chances of survival are close to nil. However, with Rafe and the Risen intervening, his survival is guaranteed. But at what cost? Ryzen and Rafe are locked in place and Devil Jay is now able to unleash the power of his champion. With the item Mana Mune evolved into Muramana, Devil Jay's Jayce is now an absolute monster. Here's why. Jayce's second ability Hypercharge briefly caps out your attack speed for the next 3 attacks, and it resets your auto attack. With that, you'll be able to proc that item's passive 4 times within a small time frame to inflict tons of damage. This item increases Jayce's damage the most. Nothing, and by nothing I mean really nothing, can compare to this item's bonus damage on this character. If you want to deal the most damage, you should note down the following combo. Whenever you start a fight, you ideally want to hit the enemy with your empowered auto attack in ranged form. If that isn't possible, don't sweat it. Listen to what comes next. Input your first ability and then cast your third ability to put down that acceleration gate. Next, cast your second ability Hypercharge and then transition into your melee form. You'll keep the bonus attack speed up to 4 seconds and can use that in the hammer form. Immediately after transforming and being ready to jump, cast your hammer form's second ability Lightning Field. Once you touch down on an enemy with 2 disguise, it's time to unleash an unending assault with the buffed up auto attacks before you crush them with a thundering blow. That's a lot of inputs, but if you want to play Jayce like Devil Jay does, practice it. It's gonna pay off. As Devil Jay's team is posturing around Baron Nashor, he's using this time to split push. Nobody can deal with him at this moment. They need at least 2 or 3 people to stop Devil Jay's Jayce from advancing. FLA realizes this and sends Danny and the Ryze to stop him. But due to Danny not having exhaust, life is going to be significantly harder very soon. On the other side of the map, RRQ is turning away from the Baron to put out FLA's flickering flame. Once again, Chaz Vanguard's Edge connects and the fight unfolds. Rafe is hit and taken down almost immediately, and it's only a matter of time until a Risen is also taken care of. But this is not the fight we are looking at. The fight we are going to talk about is the one we cannot really see. Pay close attention to the minimap. Devil Jay is running into Ryze and Danny. Look at Danny's HP bar evaporate as Devil Jay hits him with an accelerated shock blast. A fraction of a second later, due to the lack of exhaust on Danny, Jayce is jumping straight into Kaiser's face. Even her barrier and the ultimate ability Killer Instinct cannot save her. And similar to the early game kill on the Risen, Devil Jay should be dubbed Killer Jay as he flashes once more to secure a kill and the game for RRQ. To get a better idea what kind of player Devil Jay is, let's take a look at his performance in numbers. Ending the game with a 75% kill participation, dealing more than 1450 damage per minute and hoarding over 1100 gold per minute paints a pretty clear picture of what caliber of a player we're talking about. With the Baron lane being rumored as the isolated lane with little to no impact on the team, we are shown a clear statement here. Devil Jay does not agree. He brings the Baron lane to the rest of the map. Ready for next? Cause we got next. If you want more WRE content, make sure to check out the following links. Thank you for watching and see you soon for everything Wild Rift Esports.